Welcome to Standing Cliff, the place where ambition meets smart work. If you have big dreams but struggle with motivation, you're in the right place. Here, we don't just talk about working harder, we show you how to work smarter, stay productive, and achieve success without burnout. You want success. You have big dreams. But there's one problem: you don't always feel like working hard. Maybe you start something, feel excited, but after a while, motivation fades, and you're back to scrolling your phone, lying in bed, or watching another how to be productive video without actually taking action. Sound familiar? If so, you're not alone. Here's the truth: laziness isn't your enemy. The real problem isn't that you don't want to work, it's that you haven't figured out how to work smart. Some of the most successful people in the world aren't grinding 24/7. Instead, they've cracked the code to making progress without relying on constant effort or motivation. In the next 20 minutes, I'll show you how you can turn laziness into efficiency, how to stay productive without burnout, and how to build a system where success comes naturally, even on your laziest days. If you think you're lazy but ambitious, this might be the most important video you watch. Laziness isn't what's holding you back. What's actually stopping you is a lack of structure, clarity, and momentum. Think about it. When you set a goal, you start off excited. You picture yourself achieving great things, living the dream, being successful. But then reality kicks in. You feel overwhelmed. You don't know where to start. You tell yourself you'll do it later, and before you know it, days turn into weeks, and weeks turn into months. The goal is still there, but you haven't moved any closer to it. This happens because of a few key reasons. First, you rely on motivation to get things done. But motivation is like fuel, it burns out fast. If you only take action when you feel inspired, you'll never be consistent enough to make real progress. Second, you set big goals but don't have a system to break them down into small, manageable steps. Instead of focusing on the next actionable step, you think about the entire mountain ahead of you, and that leads to paralysis. And third, you overcomplicate success. You believe you have to work insanely hard, spend hours grinding, and sacrifice everything to make progress. But that's not true. The people who succeed aren't the ones who work the hardest, they're the ones who work the smartest. And that's what you're about to learn. Work smarter, not harder. Most people believe that the only way to succeed is through hard work. They think if they just push harder, work longer, and force themselves to grind, they'll get ahead. But that's not how success works. There's a concept called the 80-20 rule, also known as the Pareto principle. It states that 80% of your results come from just 20% of your efforts. That means that most of what you're doing isn't actually moving you forward. If you want to make real progress while staying lazy, you need to identify the 20% of activities that create the biggest impact and focus on those. For example, if you're trying to make money, don't waste hours on things that don't bring results. Focus on the one or two things that actually generate income. If you're studying, don't try to memorize everything, focus on the core concepts that will give you the biggest understanding. And here's the real game changer: automation and delegation. The laziest millionaires don't work harder, they build systems that work for them. They use AI, they outsource repetitive tasks, and they eliminate anything that doesn't bring high returns. If you can make success easier, why wouldn't you? Build systems, not just motivation. Motivation is unreliable. Some days, you'll feel inspired. Other days, you won't. That's why the key to consistent success isn't motivation, it's systems. One of the best ways to beat procrastination is the 5-minute rule. If a task takes less than 5 minutes, do it immediately. This removes hesitation and stops you from pushing things off until later. Another powerful system is batching your tasks. Instead of doing small tasks throughout the day, group similar activities together. Answer emails at one time, do deep work in a focus block, and set dedicated times for breaks. This saves energy and makes work feel effortless. Time blocking is another simple but powerful system. Instead of working randomly, schedule specific times for focused work. When you know exactly when you'll work and when you'll rest, you won't waste time debating whether to start. And finally, use templates and checklists for everything. If you find yourself repeating the same work over and over, create a system that makes it easier. Success isn't about doing more, it's about doing things smarter. Optimize your energy and focus. Most people think laziness is about willpower. But often, it's just a sign of mismanaged energy. If you constantly feel tired, unmotivated, or distracted, the problem isn't that you're lazy, it's that you're not taking care of your mental and physical energy. The Pomodoro technique is one of the best ways to stay productive without burning out. Work for 25 minutes, take a short 5-minute break, and repeat. This keeps your brain fresh and prevents exhaustion. Physical movement is also key. A short walk, some stretching, or even deep breathing can reset your mind and boost your energy levels instantly. Diet plays a huge role too. If you're eating junk food all day, you'll feel sluggish and unmotivated. Fuel your body with light, protein-rich meals, and you'll have more energy to get things done. And the most important factor? Sleep. If you're constantly exhausted, no amount of motivation will help you. Prioritize sleep, and productivity will become easier naturally. Leverage accountability and small wins. Most people fail because they try to do everything alone. But when you have accountability, everything changes. Tell a friend about your goals. Join a group that tracks your progress. When someone else expects you to show up, you're far more likely to follow through. Another simple but powerful trick is tracking your progress. Use an app, a journal, or even a simple checklist. When you see your progress building up, you'll feel motivated to keep going. And don't forget to celebrate small wins. When you finish a task, reward yourself. Give your brain a reason to keep going. Success is just a series of small wins stacked together. Laziness isn't the enemy. The real problem is bad systems. But now, you have the tools to fix it. Pick one strategy from this video and apply it today. Whether it's the 5-minute rule, time blocking, or tracking your progress, take action now. If you found this helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more content on productivity and success. Your future self will thank you. Now go make things happen.